Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I will be showing you all of the fastest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself lots of money in no time. And in total, I will be covering 5 different money methods all in this one video. That being said, if you go on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on it for me. But without further ado, let's get into the very first money method. Alright, so for the first one, we are going to be doing the Simeon repo work mission, since this week all of the Simeon missions are actually paying 2 times money plus 2 times RP. And starting these is very simple. All you want to do is open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, rocks are created, and then missions. Then you'll see all of the Simeon contact missions will be paying 2 times money plus 2 times RP, which include all of the repo work missions. And now all you want to do is simply start any one of these repo work missions. In this case, I will be doing the blow up mission, which in my opinion, I think this mission is definitely the easiest and also the fastest to do out of all of the different repo work missions, because all we are doing is going over to a warehouse, and then once inside the warehouse, all we need to do is destroy all of the vehicles. Then once you destroy that first set of vehicles, there will be a second set of vehicles to destroy at the very bottom floor, but these vehicles will only be 4 special ones. After you blew those up though, all we need to do from there is simply leave the warehouse and then take out all of the enemies in front of the warehouse. Which was pretty simple in my opinion. I think that's the hardest part, taking out the enemies on the way out of the warehouse, but once you take them all out, you then need to leave the area. And of course, once you left the area, you have now passed the mission, and here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $69,000 and also 7,600 RP on top of that. Which that is some very good money to be earning for a very easy mission that we just did, and also good RP. But the best part about this money method is literally anyone could start these missions whenever they want to. Whatever you do though, make sure you at least do 3 of these missions by this week, because as you could see, if you open up the interaction menu, then go down to where it says challenges and weekly challenge, this week's weekly challenge is to complete 3 repo work missions from Simeon. And that is super simple, especially if you do the mission that I just went over, because it will literally take you under 15 minutes to do that weekly challenge. And after you complete the weekly challenge, here's how much money you'll get paid. As you could see, $100,000 just like that after completing the weekly challenge. Alright, but getting into the third money method, I will now be showing you how to make $102,000 in only 2 minutes. If you want to do this, first of all, open up the pause menu and head over to this exact location in the Vinewood Hills where this week's regular time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest motorcycle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and then go all the way up here to where the checkpoint is at and simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. From here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the time trial, and all we want to do is go down this little hill, then take a left on this first road. Once on this main road, all we want to do is follow it the whole way straight down, following the waypoint on the bottom left corner of our screen. And as long as you were going as fast as you possibly could and also not crashing into traffic, you shouldn't have any problems, but just make sure once you get to this entrance of the canyon that you are very careful from here on forward. That's only because this canyon part is the only tricky part about this time trial, so make sure you are very careful, but as long as you made it through the entire canyon without crashing and you made it over to the other side, you should have been able to beat the time trial in time. Which once you do beat it, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $102,000 in just over 2 minutes of beating a very simple time trial. Make sure you do it by this week. Alright, but getting into the fourth money method, we will now be playing the Sumo Remix adversary mode, which this week is paying 2 times money plus 2 times RP. And starting these is very simple. First, open up the pause menu, go over to where it says online, click jobs, play job, rockstar created, and then adversary mode. Then you'll see all of the Sumo Remix adversary modes are paying double money plus double RP, as I said. So you can start literally whichever one of these you want to. Anyway, I'm pretty sure everyone here watching has played the Sumo Remix adversary mode, so you will already know how this game mode works, but in case you don't, let me quickly explain it to you. So in this game mode, there are lots of teams, and on each team will be a bunch of different vehicles, and you'll see a circle in the very middle. Now all we want to do is go inside of the middle of that circle, and once that timer at the top of our screen finishes, whoever is outside of this circle radius will end up exploding and be having to spectate. Then by the end of that timer, the zone will end up switching again to another circle, but this circle will be smaller. So once again, you have to do the same exact process, go inside of the middle of the circle and wait here until that timer goes all the way to the very finish. Then once again, once that timer does end up finishing, whoever is outside of that circle, like that guy right there who I just knocked out, will end up exploding and be having to spectate. Then once again, the process will start over again, just at another circle location. So yeah, it's pretty much that simple. All we are doing is trying our best to knock out all of the other teams out of the circle. That way they end up spectating, while also trying our best to stay alive. That way our team is the last alive to win the entire match. Anyway though, cutting straight to it, here's how much money you'll get paid by the very end once you win the entire match. You could see I got paid $221,000 and also 18,300 RP on top. Which, yes, that is a great amount of money to be earning, especially for a game mode that literally anybody could start. You could literally even be level 1 and still start this job whenever you want to and grind it as much as you want. Alright, but finally getting into the fifth and final money method, I will now be showing you how to make $252,000 in only 1 minute. If you want to do this, first open up the pause menu and head over to this exact location in Textile City where this week's HSW time trial is located at. Once over here, call out your fastest HSW vehicle that you own and then drive it on top of the time trial to click right D-pad. From here, stay still, but then open up the pause menu and then go up here to where the checkpoint is at and simply mark it. Once you've marked it, drop the pause menu, open up the phone, click here where it says job list, and then exit out of the time trial just like so. Then from here, whenever you are ready, click right D-pad to start the time trial, and all we are doing first is driving down this entire little alley, then taking a left on this street. Once taking a left on this street, you'll see the freeway here in front of us. Once you are on the freeway, it is pretty simple from here. Pretty much just follow the entire waypoint exactly as it is showing you on the bottom left corner of your screen on the minimap the entire way through, trying your best to go as fast as possible while also dodging traffic the whole way through. And it's pretty much that simple because the destination should take you over just 1 minute to get over to, and once you make it over there in time, here's how much money you'll get paid. As I said, $252,000 in just over 1 minute, very easy money. Anyway, like I said, that's going to be the very last money method of today's video. You officially know all of the fastest money methods that you should be doing this entire week in GTA 5 Online to make yourself lots of money in no time. Like I said at the beginning, if you went on to enjoy, please don't forget to go down below and drop a like on the video before you click off. And of course, if you aren't, make sure you definitely hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you never miss out on a future GTA 5 Online video just like this one from me. And with all that being said, until next time, I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.